Monika is the youngest friend that I have on this forum. As young as probably a year back, maybe 6 months back. And hum takra gaye. We met each other and then we bumped into each other. And guess where? With our beautiful Nidika Behel. She was doing the Telsa program. And this woman dressed in yellow was standing there to kill the world. She was talking about the womb and the baby, and I was sitting there, and I was also supposed to be a speaker, but I was amazed with the information, and she looked genuine. Look, there's a difference between a person who's authentic, speaks with passion, speaks from their gut. You can make out. Rajiv, you'll have to mute yourself, sweetheart. Thank you. So Monika, when she spoke, she wasn't speaking from a book. In fact, she's an author of the book. She was speaking from her gut. And there is a difference when a person speaks from their gut, speaks because they have read a subject and they're trying to give it to you. It's different when you experience something, and that when you distribute. It's a very different flavor than when you read it and you give it. Over to Monika, to my youngest friend and the most beautiful. Over to you. Just saying hi to everybody. Hi Binduji, hi Kamal, hello Mummy, hello Lavanya, hello everybody. Hello Rasika. Just go on, Monika. Hello Harleen. Yes. You're muted, my dear Monika. तुम्हारी आवाज ही पहचान है. बंद मत करो. Hi.
Hi everyone, and I'm speechless.
Why?
I actually had so much, but now I'm spellbound and I'm speechless. I'll start with Aarti. I mean, I've been missing Aarti, but I want to keep a track on how she's educating on the pets. Aarti, that was awesome. And then Binaifer, it was mind blowing. I did not have a question, but the way she came and she just pinpointed there, what exactly is happening in my life is what she said, and I'm experiencing it day in and day out. Awesome, Binaifer, you are so beautiful. And then, oh my God, this voice. He sung so beautifully. It was so mesmerizing. I just wanted to close my eyes and just flow with it. I just forgot everything else. And then Anu says, knock, knock, wake up girl, it's your turn now. So I can see Kiran here. I can see Binduji here. Harleen is where's Harleen? I hope she's still there. Yeah, she's there. Harleen is from Delhi. She's very close to my heart. I don't want to call her my patient. She's more like my soul buddy now. We've been through this journey of
welcome, Dr. Monika.
Hey, Harleen.
Hello, ma'am.
Namaste, Harleen.
Hello, ma'am. Hello.
Hello.
Hi, Harleen. Love you so much. Nice to see you here. Nice to see you here.
Yes, most welcome, ma'am.
Yes, and I hope Vicky can join because today we are going to go to that womb.
Yes, he's here. He's here.
And hi to all the people who are listening to me right now. It's
hello, ma'am.
My privilege. Hi, Vicky. It's my big privilege to be here. So many learned people, capable people, well-informed people. And here I have Anu inviting me to speak. And it's awesome. So, as a doctor, okay, let me say, would you like to hear something about me? Is it okay, Anu? I speak
Just go ahead with your heart rather than me asking you anything. I think you...
Awesome.
Just go speak from your heart, whatever you feel like. I'm just going to sit down like a spectator and just watch you.
Okay, fantastic. I'll just put myself into the context and let's see from how it goes from here.
Okay.
I'll try to make this entire talk relevant to all the people who are here. I'm sure we don't have pregnant women here or expecting moms, but I'm also sure that we have quite a large number of moms who are here who've gone through pregnancy. Yeah. So today we are going to put that in context and that speak. So it will make sense to everyone and add a little, and I'll try to add value to each one of you. And my request also is that at any moment that you have a question, please note it down, because at the end we're going to have a Q&A session also. And I'll be very happy if I'm able to put up and add up some knowledge on that. Okay, so where do I start? So, okay, I'll start with that part, the basic part one. I'm a mom of two. So my daughter, she's turning 21 this year. My son is 18. One is in med college, another one is still in class 12. So I have a first-hand experience of being a mom. And then I'm a gynecologist and run a hospital, practicing and all that stuff. And yesterday, I and Anu were talking about passion. And I could discover my passion only recently, like some 7 years back. And all these 20 years of my life, of my professional life, I was just doing the routine work that all the gynecologists do, you know, during pregnancy also. Like like you have your files, you have scans, you have medicines, and then you deliver. I was doing the same kind of stuff. But some 5 to 7 years back, something opened up. As Binaifer mentioned, she channels something. I think I got into channeling. I did not know what channeling is. I was not into any spiritual practices. I did not know S of spirituality as per spirituality, but I've been that kind of person. I started connecting with the unborn's energy. I started connecting with the unborn. So while I was scanning a patient, doing a scan, or I was kind of interacting with the mother, I just had some information about, I used to have information sparks about the child who she's carrying. And I would have informations which were quite intimate, you know, which the patient would not tell the doctor. And we hardly have 5-10 minutes window where we interact with our patients. And I was overwhelmed. I thought it was my mind cooking up some stories. But then, you know, everything was coming true. And then I started getting solutions. And I tried to ignore it, but then it would not. The more I ignored, the more it popped up. So then, of course, one thing led to another, and I started meditating. I started waking up early, and all happened just spontaneously. Like I was not trying anything voluntarily, but it was something in me. It was just thudding. I want to use the word thudding. And I became conscious around this growth only some 4 to 5 years back. I said, I have to embrace it and let's put it to use. And this is when my active channeling, and I would say that it was a very, very active and profound channeling started. And this book, which is called Awakening in Womb, this came just in a month. And I was just telling Anu yesterday, as if someone would wake me up in the month of Jan at 3 a.m. I used to start writing at 3, and I used to write till 11 a.m. in the morning, 8-9 hours continuously, and then go to my hospital. And no Googling, no research, no books, nothing here and there. It was just, I used to write, and I said, okay, publish it. If it's worth, people will read, otherwise let it be. But it's on Amazon and people like it. So this is a little bit about my journey. Not spiritually trained kind of a person, but I feel that I'm just deep into it somehow, and I've embraced this journey now. The context that I want to put right now is, before we move on to the main topic, that one thing that I've noticed during all these years of my practice for 21 years, and more last decade, more 7 years or so, that, and because we follow up with these kids, you know, my husband is a pediatrician. So when I deliver, then they keep on coming to him until they're 9-10. So we have a follow-up of these children who are coming to us. I have noticed that there are 2 categories of the patients. The one with which I did some inner work, the ones who were open to hit the underlying cause of the pregnancy challenges like hyperemesis, which is vomiting, or threatened abortions or miscarriages, or mid-trimester abortions like baby leaving midway, or IUGR, intrauterine growth retardation, gestational diabetes, PIH, pregnancy-induced hypertension. So the people who are open to working with me along with the medicines on these lines, the babies that they were and the babies that they became and they evolved to were quite different, I would say, different from the ones who just came, got the medicine, then they went. So this is just my kind of a very broad study. So these children were focused. And the biggest thing that I found, these children were, they're so courageous. They look into the, even the 3-year-old comes to my chamber, looks directly into my eye, and it's always eye to eye contact. And it's like you're talking to a mature adult, and they have huge brains here. They are intelligent, logical, and they are confident children. Like, they are not intimidated. And then somehow the lady would tell me, ma'am, I did those classes, I did those affirmations, we did this, I had this problem, then we did this. And slowly my confidence grew that whatever we were doing medically was only the tip of the iceberg. Like, I, as a doctor, whatever my fraternity, and I maybe there are a lot of people doing this work, I don't know, not much aware of, but however we treat the patient in the OPD is the tip of the iceberg of the potential amount of work and awareness and consciousness that can be created around the pregnancy. And if the mother, the pregnant mom, is able to tap into this potential, which is beneath the tip, then I feel she has given the most invaluable gift to her child. Like, there's no another gift that she can ever gift it to her baby when the baby is born. Henceforth, it's all going to be materialistic, education, moral, virtues, blah, blah, blah. But if she becomes conscious in those 9 months, what she's going to give to her child is totally, you cannot compare it to anything that can be done later, because these 9 months are the foundation of the future life, period. And this time we call as the womb life. So when does the womb, what is the period of womb life? I'm sure all of you would say it's 9 months, right? So you conceive and you deliver, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 9. Sometimes it's 8 months, sometimes there's a 7th month baby, but generally it is 9 months. But my dears, no. The womb life period is actually good 12 months and few hours. Incoming baby's journey starts at least 3 months before the child is physically conceived. At least 3 months before. So just imagine those 3 months and then the 9 months, and the most important period of the womb life is 6 to 8 hours after the delivery has happened. And it's called the golden period of one's life. So if there is one golden period of your life, it is 6 to 8 hours immediately after you are delivered, because that is the first point of contact between you and the physical world. It is the first time when you breathe in the air, you come in contact with the gush of energies that surrounds you. And this first physical contact and the first physical touch that you get from any person is extremely important. It's extremely important. And this is the golden period of one's life. And what is done and how this period is utilized is completely at the disposal of the hospitals now, because, in hospitals, the deliveries are conducted a little bit mechanically and not much awareness is there. So, and the kids go to nurseries and all those things happen. So most of the times, very sadly, this 6 to 8 hours is wasted when we have the potential to actually pick it up, make it the best 8 hours of one's life. So why and how, why is this period important? How can those 3 months before conception affect, and what effect are they going to have on the future life? We all have been conceived. We all have been imprinted. We've all had those 6 to 8 hours. And now you guys just try to remember where you were, what condition was, how your mom delivered you, and what could have been the first 6 to 8 hours, whether your dad was there or not, who received you, who touched you for the first time, what was the environment. That was so important. Was it a random person touching you, some midwife or a ward boy, or was it a tender hands of your father or mother or your grandmother? It makes a lot of difference, because there's something which is called touch impression. So the first physical touch is also very important for this child, because the critical filter between the subconscious mind and the conscious mind, it starts coming almost after 8 hours of the delivery, 6 to 8 hours. So before the conception, 3 months, those 9 months, and those 8 hours, the critical filter is absent. Child subconscious is like a big dehydrated sponge, and it's just absorbing everything. Because there is no logical mind, there is no critical analysis. The child is not analyzing good, bad, ugly, true, false, nice, no, not good, mine, hers, no. So if we say that India is lousy because of the weather and the child is newborn, India knows that India's weather is bad and lousy, and this child will always crave to go outside. One of these things. So this is how the impressions are built. And one thing more, which is very, very interesting, that, and now this even the science has proven, we have enough research, we have enough data on it, we have enough scientific papers on it, that the future diseases of an adult are also impregnated during the womb life. So whether this is a group of endocrine diseases, diabetes, hypothyroidism, whether this is cardiac, respiratory diseases, lungs and cardiac, and we say it flows in the family. It comes in the family. No, it doesn't come in the family like that. Because we have something, I'm sure you must be knowing about it, but I'm going to speak a little about this also. There's something called epigenetics. Epigenetics is an upcoming science, and it is more powerful than genetics. And epigenetics says that any gene can express itself in more than 30,000 ways, depending upon the environment. And what is this environment? The subconscious mind environment, the womb life environment, the home environment, the conditionings and the patterns become the environment. And hence these diseases are passed. But at some point, if the mother or the adult, they can tap into this environment and they understand what the environment is, and they can crack the code, they can decode the code, they just come out of this disease. They don't have to have the baggage of having the family disease. And during the womb life, very easily, one can bypass any genetic disorder. When I say any, it doesn't mean those chromosomal ones. When I say any, I really mean more of the lifestyle diseases, cardiac diseases, especially diabetes and things like hypertension. These can be bypassed by becoming aware of the patterns and saying no, and deciding not to give diabetes or cardiac disease or hypertension to my child. I'm not giving it. I'm working around it. And I can assure you that this child is not going to have diabetes in life. Even the 3 generations are having it. And this has been documented. Awesome. So definitely this womb life is the foundation and one of the most powerful periods of your life. So on what all aspects of your life does the womb life affect? It has effect on your EQ, which is the emotional quotient. It has effect on the IQ, very strong effect on the IQ. It has effect on your PQ, which is primordial quotient, which is health. It also has strong effect on your spiritual quotient, your inclination towards alignments, towards spirituality. So all this again has roots in the womb life. And these roots are going to sprout into herbs, shrubs, and trees, and flowers, and fruits. Now, it's a neem tree or it's a mango tree. It depends upon what seed went. Okay. So today, what we are going to do is, would you all be interested in visiting that time? Yeah. Maybe for your own womb life when you were you were being carried.
Yes, please. Please,
Awesome.
that would be nice. Yeah.
Awesome, awesome. Or if there is something with your kid and you want some alignment and you want to understand certain things happening in your child's life, then you can also go to the time when you were carrying the baby. This will all depend upon this will actually, sorry, I will just, yeah. So this will all depend upon your intention. Because the energy flows where the intention goes. What you intend, you will be sure. Okay, so we are going to work on it. We will do this session for 15 minutes, maybe the later part. Right now, I am very interested in talking about IQ because, you know, most of the patients and moms and couples come to me. And when you say, I want my child to be so intelligent, tell me, how can I work on the child's IQ? And everyone wants to have an Einstein or a Mozart or a Sachin Tendulkar. They are so ambitious. I want to have a good IQ child. So today, I'm going to share the key of what impacts the IQ of the child and how to have a super intelligent child. You know, this sounds as if we are going to write someone's destiny. So probably this is not the right way to put it, but how to become more aware as to what you're offering to the child as its intelligence. This is better, right? This sounds better. So very interestingly, you know, it depends upon the IQ of the child depends upon where and how the mother is positioned in her life. I'll elaborate on it. If the mother, primarily it depends on mother and secondarily it depends upon the dad, because dad is also affecting the mom, but primarily it is mother right now. If mom is very concerned about her own survival, I have to earn, I'm the breadwinner, I have to do this, that, and her entire focus is just on survival, then the IQ is going to be fine-tuned to lowering. Now, just understand, let's all understand this from this perspective, that each soul, each child who's coming is an energy bundle. And this is the soul child who's coming is directly from the part of that source, parts of that oneness. So this child who's coming, who's been conceived, and this energy bundle, this soul is so complete within himself or herself that there is a direct connection to the cosmic intelligence. And the way this child is connected to the cosmic intelligence is same with each and every baby who's being conceived. So their connection with the cosmic intelligence is super. So their IQ, when they are conceived, is the probability of having a similar plus minus few notches IQ is same for everyone. But now, this connection, how sharp this connection is with the child, depends upon the state of the mother. If the mother is little frustrated, if she's not well supported, or if she is worried about her finances, she's on that primordial survival mode. I have to work, I have to earn, I have to do this, that. And suppose there are a lot of doubts about prosperity. There's a lot of suspicion in her mouth. She puts on an umbrella on her head. So what happens is this thick, dense layer of all these energies kind of they shield the pure cosmic intelligence to pierce through the child. And then the IQ can fall by few notches. Vis-a-vis, if there is a mother, in spite of all similar difficulties and all similar environment, Suppose there's a mother who says, no, my life is great anyways. I'm super, I'm surrendered. My life is beautiful. And she knows that I am and my babies, they're always, always protected. Then what happens? Then in spite of everything, there is no shield. And when there is no shield, there is the cosmic intelligence transmission is great, and she's going to have a great IQ child. So this is just a matter of perception rather than what the actual circumstances are. And if we have a mother who's jolly, who's happy, who's super excited, and who just thanks and who's full of gratitude for this baby and who's just laughing the way, you'll see that these type of people who were very happy and joyful in their pregnancy, they were loved and they were nurtured. They have children who are very intelligent. Their IQs are very good. Because the doubt, that suspicion, that layering was not there. And similarly, this can be applied to the EQ. But then we have percentage. In my book, I have mentioned about what is the percentage of what imprint goes in which month, what to do for that. I've written things like that, but I'm not going to those details. Vast and huge topic of how this particular thing gets imprinted and which month. It will take a lot of time.
Could you show the book again
The
so
next
people
thing,
have a look? Monika, just show the book right now once again, because you're mentioning that it's there. For everyone, this book is available on the Amazon. So could you just speak once more so that the spotlight comes on you? Thank you.
Okay, this is Awakening in Womb. Science of imprinting the subconscious mind of your unborn child.
So guys, go and buy this book on the Amazon. It's available.
Yeah, it's available. People buy when they're pregnant or they want to gift it to someone who's going to be pregnant. People buy it for baby showers and all those things. So, because, we have we have imprinting pages here. So I try to simplify things for people. Like they can actually work on what they're doing. They can quantify their energies. They can actually know where they stand, and they can correct themselves, and their tools, how can they become conscious and aware of what they're giving to their child. Because, for average people, like when I was pregnant, I was clueless. If someone told me, listen to good music and have good thoughts and read good books and your child will be good, I will do it for half an hour maybe, and then it will just wash off. I have done none of this in my pregnancy. I was not aware. It was way back. But had I this information, and I had a chapter that I had to just write this and then quantify and then give it a number, then pick up this number and do this. I've done my job, then my life would be so simple. So I've just tried to put things, imagining I was there, nothing, I was clueless. And I've written it, this entire book has been compiled in the perspective of people being clueless about how to go about it. So I think it's pretty easy to follow. Now, a very, very beautiful thing that I want to touch. And this topic is, it's deeply, I just love this topic as to how our womb life is affecting, our present. What are ancestral karmas? What are the physical aspects? What are the emotional, mental aspects? So I will not talk about the physical aspects. We know the physical challenges of pregnancy. There are n number of physical challenges of pregnancy. Why they are happening? There are reasons. I'm not going into that. It's going to be another vast thing. I want to touch mental, and I will touch ancestral today. I don't know. I just want to do ancestral. I and Anu were having a chat yesterday, and some of this topic came, right? And I'm going to touch the congenital malformations also.
Wonderful.
Yes. So, we have physical aspect of womb life. We have ancestral and karmic aspect of womb life. The physical aspect of womb life is shown by the diseases of pregnancy, which are curable during the pregnancy. like gestational diabetes, you go to a doctor, she'll put you on insulin, you will be fine, and you come back home. You have UTI, you have antibiotics, you're good, right? So this is more or less on the physical level, though we have the reason at the subconscious level, but this is curable at the physical level. The second group is the congenital anomalies. Now, broadly, we can classify the congenital anomalies into two groups. Group A, where there is no escaping, where if the anomaly has come, the malformation has come, then you have to live with it, and then the baby says bye-bye. Suppose there is a hydrocephalus, means there is no brain and there is a lot of water inside the skull. Then this child cannot survive. It's surviving only because of mother is pumping blood into him or her. As soon as the delivery happens, the baby goes. Second congenital malformation like this is encephalocele, when the entire brain has come out and it's hanging somewhere at the nape of the neck. These two happen. We see anomalies in the ultrasound. That's why I'm talking. Sometimes we have anencephaly where the head is not there. So we have anomalies where the stomach is absent and so many other things. So the diaphragm is not there. Single kidney works, but no diaphragm will not work. These children will not survive. Then why has a person attracted this soul? And why has this child manifested a body which is malformed? This is 100% ancestral. I don't want to use the word curse, but this is generally an ancestral curse or an ancestral unfulfilled karma which is coming through the ancestral lineage. This should definitely be looked upon deeply, and people have tendency to repeat. But if the karma is fulfilled through the first pregnancy, then the second pregnancy is normal also. Because there was a karma, this happened, the pregnant lady, she underwent the trauma of delivering a malformed child, blah, blah, blah. The karma got cleansed and she had a normal child second time. The second group is the anomalies which are good. When I say good means anomaly is anomaly, but they're correctable. So either they are diagnosed at the time of birth or later on, or they can through shunt or surgery. However, these anomalies can be taken care of and the people live for a decent, good, long time. And they have a fairly good life. This is generally unfulfilled ancestral karma. I and Anu had a good chat on this yesterday. I thought, let's pick up the thread. This means and this would add. So whenever you guys see a person talking about some anomaly by birth and the baby is fine, growing into an adolescent, adult teen, but now going for a surgery, always understand that there is an ancestral unfulfilled karma. You've got to find it and fulfill it. Are we all there?
Yeah, very much. We are very much there. They'll all keep quiet.
All are there.
All are there. They're not
Yes, ma'am. We are listening.
Or you know, if you start talking, then the recording won't happen.
Exactly, ma'am. We are all there.
Yeah.
Okay, awesome.
And there are a number of people on Facebook too.
Yeah, yes. So this is the second group of anomalies which happen. See, we have all the medical explanation. I'm not going into it. You can read books and books and books, but I'm going to the real stuff. Okay. And the third one is physical, ancestral, and karmic. Third aspect is emotional, mental. I'll give 2-3 examples here so that you will relate. So it's classical. Whenever there is a lot of anger in a woman, lot of anger, it can be a suppressed anger, unexpressed anger, it could be expressed anger, however it is. These anger issues lead to threatened abortions. So this pregnancy is always threatened. When I say always, mostly threatened, and these people can have tendencies towards bleeding, spotting. This is, I just know when someone comes to me, I'm scanning, say, ma'am, spotting हो रही है, but heartbeat है, मैंने कहा गुस्सा कितना? Oh, ma'am, बहुत गुस्सा है. मैं बोल नहीं सकती इतना गुस्सा है. So we know that there is anger. This is classical. Second, when there is fear, it can be directly it is not fear of loss of pregnancy. But whenever there is a deep-seated fear, it could be coming from past, it could be coming from childhood, it could be coming from insecurities, fear of losing something or a relationship or someone, or insecurity around money, finances, whatever. But some deep fear is harmful because it is reflected as missed abortions, which we also call miscarriages. So miscarriages is not anger. A threatened abortion is an anger. Miscarriages is generally fear. All the mid-trimester, when I say all, again, there would be exceptions. Mostly the mid-trimester losses, when the baby decides to go at 20 weeks, 22 weeks, 25 weeks, or sometimes 26 weeks, all of a sudden, deep-seated fear. And this also comes from a deep-seated insecurities, deep-seated doubts and insecurities. And when someone works around these doubts and insecurities, and it's in an intense kind of a work, then you come out of it. And then you will attract so many other causes to cause. One would attract so many medical conditions to go into a mid-trimester loss. This happens. A very classical example of deepest fear, deep fear, that the fear is so intense that the person is not able to speak about this fear to any living soul. It is that intense. Sometimes it is from the childhood. Sometimes it is a fear from a relationship which the child has suppressed. Said, I'm not going to speak about it because it's so dreadful. But that fear is somehow burning inside. And this leads to a term IUD. Term means the third trimester. IUD means intrauterine death. So whenever you see someone losing the baby at after 33 weeks, 34, 35, 36 weeks, all good, suddenly loss of fetal movements, they go for a scan, they see heartbeat not there, done, gone. This is an intense, deep-rooted fear. And there's so many other things, but I think these were the major things that I wanted to discuss about the aspects of pregnancy. So today it's a good opportunity. I think it's beautiful. If any one of you have had abortions or miscarriages, we feel that we are done dusted with abortion or miscarriage. But this is an energy that doesn't leave you so easily. It's not there in the womb. It's people think you've cut the cord, the energy is gone, blah, blah, blah. But the impressions, because the guilt is there somewhere, these impressions are very lightly, but still they're kind of impregnated in your aura, in your emotional mental body, they're present, and they will just come. They come at the surface and they go. They do the just. So there is a little bit of interference happening. So is it okay if we work? Like, let's have a live working thing. So you can work on 3 aspects today. It's your choice. You can create the intention. Number 1, it's a golden opportunity to work on your abortions or any miscarriages, abortions done intentionally, or they happened because of anger or fear, or if there was any mid-trimester loss, or if there was an IUD, intrauterine death, we can work on that. This is category A. Category B is if you are somewhere stuck in your life at emotional level or mental, physical level, you are not able to move ahead. You can work on it on your own womb life today. Set an intention why this is happening, and if there is a connection, I want to go there and resolve. This is the category B. And the category C is with your child. So you have children, you feel there's something that I want to help my child with, then you can go back to the time when you had conceived this child and you were carrying the child and do it. Suppose one of you has an adopted child, suppose, or a surrogate child. I don't think surrogate would be, but adopted could be I don't know, I had just an intuition, maybe there's someone who has a kid adopted. Maybe not, I don't know, maybe on Facebook there would be someone. So even if the child is adopted, you can go to your child's home life through the biological mom. Okay? So category A, B, C. A is abortions. B is your own womb life, your own stuff. C is your child's. So it's very important to create the intention. Let's give 30 seconds for all of us. You all can, I request you to close your eyes and just create that intention right now, and then we'll carry it forward. Okay? So let's all close our eyes.
Sorry to interrupt, Monika, but can we
Uh-huh.
work on two of the thing? I would like to work on A and C. Is that possible?
A and yes, why not? Because it's about your child only, right? Yes, you can work.
No,
But if
the
you're working on yours,
the miscarriage, abortion, all that, and my child. So it's
yeah. So anyway, it's about your children only, you know, the aborted
right,
kid and the kid. So you
right.
can work because the womb life is same. Because suppose if you're working on your womb life and your child, it's not possible because your mother's womb and this is your womb.
Right. Okay. So what is the intention we are supposed to give?
It's your choice.
No, so
I
I'm
should
not
give
sure
very
what you mean.
I'll give an example. Give a very sharp and a very, very sharp intention, because this is very pinpointed work. So when you have a crystal clear intention, there's a crystal clear resolution.
Okay. So
Okay. For example, why did this baby leave me? Or I am guilty around this abortion because this happened because of blah, blah, blah. I want to settle myself with this guilt.
okay.
And if I have a child who had a congenital anomaly, so I'm going to my womb life and I'm going to the ancestral karmic timeline to resolve it. Okay? If it's about you, suppose my relationship, my marriage, oh my God, it's giving me nightmares. What Achanak says something has happened to my husband, or Achanak says something has happened to my son, or my friend, or my daughter, or my relationship with finances. I'm stuck big time. I go to this level, I can't break the glass ceiling and keep on coming back. Why? So if you want to know this why, relationship with finances, relationship with money, or your parents, or yourself, or your husband, your beliefs around your marriage, your love affairs, you're stuck somewhere in your relationship with not your husband, with maybe your partner. Go to the womb life. There has to be a pattern that you can crack.
So we asked the question, right?
Just set in the one simple crystal, and I think it will be still beautiful if you could write it down.
Okay.
Because when you write something, it becomes more clearer. Just take 30 seconds, 40 seconds, clear your mind and write a pure intention there. Let's give this 40 seconds. Please close your eyes, breathe for 5 seconds, open, and then write. Give yourself some time. No. Yeah. See, I already feel so many energies coming here. So I think there are some incompletions. So yeah. Beautiful. So have you all written? Have you all set in the intention? Yeah?
Yes.
So, I think one intention would be fine. Too many, sometimes even one intention, if it is your peak intention, then under it there could be 50 more which are going to get resolved. So just write one which is clear and top priority, and allow the branches to just be free, and they'll be done with it. and you'll be guided. These abortion thing is coming very, very strongly. And suppose we have someone who's not married here, who's young, and who's listening to it, they can connect to their home life when they were being carried by their mothers. And if they have an issue right now, they can see from where is this issue coming. So this can be done by anyone. All right. So I request, see, this is not hypnosis. You just need to let loose, let go. I'll only give you 3 or 4 instructions. You have to blindly follow those instructions and you're there. So it will take only just 2 minutes. Tuck, 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 tuck. There are 4 steps, you're there. No hypnosis, no this, no that. Okay, it's simple. There's a vortex energy field in which I work. It's open right now. So go, you guys are just going to plug into it. It's called the birthing consciousness. It works wonderfully for us. Awesome. And I'm already feeling so excited. Whenever I'm in this energy field, it's like, wow, my home. Okay, guys. So everyone, please close your eyes. And just drop your shoulders. Drop your chin. Relax your spine. And deeply relax your body. Now, take 5 to 6 deep breaths without making any sound. You don't have to focus too much on the depth of the breath. Just focus on the breath itself. And with each breath, feel relaxed. Deeper relaxation. Deeper relaxation. And more. Become fully present in the present moment. Become very, very aware of your 5 senses. Become aware of the taste and the smells around you inside your mouth. Listen to all the sounds and focus on what you're hearing. Become very aware of the feel of air on your arms, on your feet, on your body. And very easily allow your intuition to sharpen a bit, your 6th sense. Become aware of your intuition. And now, set an intention to connect with the birthing consciousness. Just an intention and you're there. The portal is open, so you can just plug in. And now, release your intention. Telepathically, dislodge your intention to the universe. And very easily and effortlessly, allow the critical filter between your conscious subconscious to dissolve now. Arrive in your subconscious state. And connect. If you're very easy, it just happens like this. And connect with the womb life. Connect with the aborted souls, miscarried souls. Connect with the child that you're working on while you were carrying him or her. Or connect with your own unborn self when you were being carried by your mom. Just feel the connection. And now, easily and effortlessly, arrive in exact that moment when this pattern was created in that soul's womb life. Arrive in that moment now. It could be during the womb life, it could be any past life, it could be past pattern, it could be any time zone. Just arrive in the moment, easily and effortlessly. If it's an aborted soul, connect with that soul still in your womb, just before the abortion. Feel how this baby is feeling. Or if you're connected with some past life aspect, just absorb the energy of that moment. If there is sorrow, I'm feeling a lot of sorrow and sadness right now. Allow yourself to experience this sorrow and sadness. If there are tears, allow them to flow. Feel it, feel it. Do not suppress any energy. Just feel everything. You want to cry, you cry. Connect with that ancestral or the karmic part. Arrive spontaneously in that point, in that moment where this ancestral karma, if it's a congenital anomaly, was created. Arrive there now. And if it's an aborted soul, connect with the energy at present moment. It's somewhere struggling between the astral and the spiritual world. Maybe it's there. Just connect with the energy if you can. It's all about the evolution. Today we are going to pray and be in gratitude for the evolution of each and every soul. And speak your heart now to that baby. You are empowered. You have all the love. A huge amount of grace and love is flowing through you right now. This is your armor. This is your strength and power. Communicate your heart and resolve this moment now. Love does everything. Just pour your love on yourself, the baby, everyone. Become the stream of that flowing love. Love and only love heals. Allow streams of unconditional love to flow through your heart in that moment. And you can invoke this unconditional love through the birthing consciousness. It's an infinite source of unconditional love and grace. Allow it to soak that moment. Everyone present in that moment, just soak it with love. Just love and remembrance. Love heals. Love heals you. And allow this love to soak you. Allow all the guilt, all the anger, all the sabotage, all the doubt and suspicion to fade away right now in this moment. Do it. You are empowered. Allow this to happen. Even that minutest guilt, allow it to wash it with unconditional love for yourself. It's okay if there was an abortion. It's okay. You are a human. Forgive yourself. Embrace yourself. It's okay if you were not enough. You could not have done enough. If you could not accept and adapt, it's okay. Embrace yourself as you are. That completes you. If you can't adapt, beautiful. If you can't embrace, still better. Doesn't matter. Just accept yourself the way you are with unconditional love. Wow, beautiful. It's becoming very, very light. Just keep on passing this unconditional love to yourself. Become that nucleus which is going to bombard the universe with your unconditional love. Just bombard it right now. Break all the blocks, all the boundaries, everything that stops you. Flood and flood the unconditional love. Allow the oceans to flow through you now for yourself and everyone. This stream of love will reach to all incomplete parts of you, the aborted souls, the miscarried babies, the incomplete karma, the impending ancestral karma. Allow this unconditional grace and love to flow to all and soak it up. Feel the empowerment. You are the source. You are the extension of the source itself. Embrace yourself as the source part. See if you can feel something in the back in front of your chest. Allow that feeling to surface. And embrace the entire universe. Open up your arms. And embrace the entire universe. Become one with everything.
मैम आपके पास कोई मैसेज है मेरे लिए?
हाँ विकी.
विकी मैम मैसेज आया आपके पास मेरे लिए कोई?
हाँ विकी.
मैसेज कन्वे करो मैम, मैसेज कन्वे करो. मेरी अर्लीन के लिए क्या मैसेज है?
हाँ विकी, मैं आपको व्हाट्सएप करती हूँ.
मुझे मैम वो मैसेज चाहिए.
मैं आपको व्हाट्सएप करती हूँ. ओके
मैम वो मैसेज चाहिए.
हाँ. Just be in this moment. I'll give you a WhatsApp. Just embrace yourself completely with love. And allow the aborted babies to evolve. They are fine. It's okay. They went. Accept that they're born. Accept all the aborted energies. It was the destiny, or it was meant to be. It was karmic. Allow it to happen. Don't be guilty, because when you're guilty, you hold it. Release them. They have their own journey. Bless them. Grace them ahead in their journey. And bless them with a beautiful evolution. Yes. It feels so lighter right now. And if you're working with the ancestral part, or that your own part in the womb life, just give a lot of love to your own mother and yourself when you were in the womb. You know from where this pattern is coming. You know from this condition is coming. You know from where this insecurity is coming. Just pass on gallons and gallons of love, and it heals. Only forgiveness and love heals everything. You don't have to go on any third thing. It's just these two things, forgiveness and love. That's it. Genuine. If you're connected to the ancestral timelines or any karmic blockage, connect with the departed ancestors. Pray for their evolution. If they're stuck up in this astral world, pray for their liberation. Remember them. Send gallons and gallons of love. Unleash your oceans of love. This love will see them through. Allow your ancestral lineage to sparkle right now. Allow it to glow, to glorify itself. And say, I am sorry. Please forgive me. And I forgive myself. All I have today is love for everything and every being. May all my ancestors evolve to their highest. May this divine grace shine on my ancestors, my fathers and forefathers, and their forefathers and grandfathers. May this light shine on them. May the grace fall of them. May they evolve now as we remember and love them with the deepest of our hearts, with dedication and surrender. And unleash. Just open up, open up, open up. Awesome. Whew. And become silent. And become restful. Know that you are always and always secure in each and every moment of your life. Allow the critical filters to come back. Shake, shake, shake. Become aware of the present moment. Whenever you're ready, open your eyes and come back. Whew. Okay, anyone who would like to share something, speak something, or done for today?
So guys, share bano or share.
Yes, you want to ask something?
Yeah, yes, please.
Ask.
May I?
Please
Yeah,
go
sure,
ahead.
please.
Yeah. So I'm Rukshana.
Uh-huh.
And Monika, thank you so very much.
Pleasure.
When you said, when you said Gudu and intention, and I was working for my son as well as some abortion and miscarriage both. So I was working on my womb both ways for A and C, as I told you. And I actually started feeling as if I was pregnant for my son. My entire, I felt as if my stomach was that big, and the way I used to sit, I mean, I actually felt pregnant the way I used to feel when when I was pregnant for him. And I believe that the child that was aborted is my son who has come back to me. And I mean, I've felt that and known that for a very, very long time. And I got the same thing again this time. And I've been working on forgiving myself and asking his forgiveness. He was born soon after I lost a daughter who was 7 years old at that time. And we lost her very suddenly. And then a year and a half later, he was born. So during his pregnancy, I had just started grieving for her because the circumstances were such that I was not given a chance to grieve. And just as I started grieving, I found myself pregnant. So the first 6 months of his pregnancy were an absolute roller coaster ride for me, because I was more down grieving for her than happy for the new baby to come. And then one day I got a message saying, जो चला गया उसके लिए इतना दुख और जो आने वाला है उसके लिए कोई खुशी नहीं. And that really jolted me. And after that, I made it a point, a very conscious effort to be happy and remain happy. And that's when I started actually connecting with him. And I was told that it is the same soul that is coming back to me. And I have, ever since he was born, I've been asking his forgiveness. I think I'm okay with it now.
Awesome. Perfect.
Do you have any message for me?
See, when we initiated, I felt a lot of aborted children here. When I say children, means a lot of aborted souls. But by the time we ended up the session, I really felt that it's all light and good.
Yeah.
So I think let it just be, because most of the time we don't even remember what happened. Though we were conscious, but we don't know chronologically what happened when. So it's okay. It's done. It's gone. Let it be and become calm.
Yeah.
These sessions are there to make you feel lighter, easier, effortless, and make you
But
more receptive.
I do
We
feel that my son, he's an extremely lonely child. I mean, even he's 24 years old now, but he has no real friends. I mean, his friends are not
do
friends, but
you
they're
connect?
acquaintances.
Could you work with that energy? Even if you feel that soul came back, but were you there in that moment? Were you able to unleash that real love? Did it happen?
I didn't understand that. Can you ask me again?
Okay. So when we were doing this process, when
I was
when you
asking for forgiveness, basically.
okay, but then part B was unleashing the love for yourself and everyone around you. Was
I,
that
I
done?
I unleashed the love for myself and for him. Yes.
I think let it be. Stay put. I think your child, your son is going to start feeling different now. I think another 3 months, there could. I feel that there could be a shift.
Because I always felt that the loneliness and the grief that I was feeling during his pregnancy has affected him.
Okay,
And
I want to speak something right now for you.
yes, please.
A, please do not feel guilty for his loneliness. Please do not connect that grief with that loneliness. Do not make any kind of a connection. Don't do that. And
Okay.
I don't want, I request you and advise you not to work for your son, with your son. It is enough if you just work on self love.
Okay. I get
Embrace
that.
that part of you, do it on a regular basis. Embrace that part of you which was grieving and be proud of yourself. Be happy about it that you grieved and be fine with it. When you become fine with that grieving aspect of you and neglecting aspect that the first 6 months the child could not get your attention, when you're fine with that, child is going to shift, son is going to shift. It's
Okay. I,
not
I get that.
him. Yes, you get that, right?
I
Perfect.
absolutely get that. Thank you so very much. Thank you.
Thank you. Yeah. Okay, guys.
That was beautiful sharing from both the sides. Anybody else would like to share? I'm sure you guys have tons to share, so don't sit back. Utho,
Hello.
speak yourself.
Yeah,
Yes,
hi.
Purvi, go
This is
ahead.
Ami. Hi, I'm Purvi,
Hi, Pooja.
and I just don't know what I was feeling since long time, but I got a message that whatever it is, it will come to you. And I'm not feeling alive. I'm struggling since last 8 years, 10 years, and I didn't know the reason why I was struggling. And I did this abortion like 10 years back. And today I just got the message that part of myself also, consciously I was not aware, I was okay with the abortion, but part of myself also died there. That's the reason since 10 years I'm actually not living my life.
Oh, yes, yes, yes. So
So
have you embraced that part of you? I think it's healed. Don't worry, it's healed.
yes,
Right? Yeah.
thank you. Yeah, I was so emotional that, I just asked for forgiveness and I just asked for his release, that he should go ahead in his life now. Because
Yeah,
I
the souls are evolving, but we stuck because we are when we become guilty. There's when we stuck. Just accept that part and
yes.
even embrace that dead part of you, and you will come to life. You'll bounce back to life like anything.
Thank you, thank you. I mean,
Yeah,
I'm very emotional and overwhelmed right now. Thank you.
yeah. Oh, beautiful. Thank you so much.
Wonderful sharing, both of you. Any other person? Please
Yeah,
take this
this
as
is
very
Ami
good.
here.
Yeah.
So actually, I started on, intention was abortion and my child right now. But
Mm.
as I started doing it, I suddenly saw myself in the womb.
Mm.
And after which, what is very shocking is I saw a lot of women suffering and struggling, the images. And I don't know, but as you started saying, you're talking about the ancestors and all, and one by one, these women started disappearing off. And then it came to a complete blank world when you said, start loving yourself. And I wasn't able to do it because I was still so upset and angry about seeing this women. And after a point, I could just let go. And it all became blank and peaceful. And I'm just confused, nothing else. But
Okay, it's all fine. You know, we don't have to analyze what happened, because now your conscious mind is going to ask and create stories. I request every one of you to stay put. Don't analyze, because whatever had to happen has happened. And allow yourself, your aura, your energy, yourself to experience the shift and change. Definitely it's going to happen. Otherwise, you won't be here. You won't be here otherwise. Allow the shift to happen and manifest. It generally happens in max 3 weeks time, or maybe it'll take a while more. Don't have any doubts. Don't ask. Don't get confused. It's the monkey mind now playing the games. Stay put. Allow the things to happen.
Sure. Thank you so much.
And yeah.
Wonderful.
Sure.
Anybody else wants to
Yes,
share?
Dr.
Yeah,
Monica.
ma'am.
Yeah.
Sorry, can I go ahead?
Please go
Please.
ahead.
Yes, thank you so much. It was a very, very wonderful experience. I had a question in mind here. If a person, for example, I'm giving my case, I fall into all the three categories which you considered, which you mentioned. But for today, I chose to be in number two, which you for the self. So at such point of time, if I have a case of preterm pregnancy, I lost my baby. The baby is now back to me. I feel the same case which you also mentioned. So I had done a forgiveness exercise. I was a Reiki. I had learned Reiki at that point of time. That helped me during my pregnancy, the first pregnancy. Over a period of time, I'm having certain relationship issues as well as financial blocks. So I'm working on myself, and there's obviously I have a daughter, and I'm also worried about her. So for today, I chose to be in that number two. I chose to have number two intention. Having said that, while you were giving these suggestions, I kept going back to my first as well because I had lost the baby. So at such point of times, do I need to do again a kind of a practice one sometimes later? Probably I would get in touch with you later for this
See,
exercise.
okay. I tell you what. Our mind, Rasika, right?
Yes.
Okay, Rasika. You know, our mind is smart. We are intelligent people. And for us, time is linear. For us, it is today, tomorrow, yesterday, I did this, tomorrow. Our mind perceives time to be linear. While the time is not linear, it's multidimensional. It's not even x-axis, y-axis, and z-axis, and this axis, it's multidimensional. So whatever is done today, your mind cannot comprehend the aspects of what all has been touched. Do not think this as a mechanical thing that I did it, I need to do it, because now this is the mind telling you. Most of the times, whenever you are in this energy field, in this portal, automatically the things happen what they're supposed to happen, even if you comprehend them or don't comprehend them. My words, your analysis is just for your satisfaction. So just stay put and know whatever was in the highest of you has been done.
Okay.
And the more you are surrendered, the more you not just trust and know, but more you are there in this moment. It has happened, it's gone. The more it is effective. The more we start questioning, saying, maybe I need to do more, maybe it was not enough, because maybe that was not touched. But you know, even the slightest of awareness is going to heal everything. So even if the thought came of the first pregnancy, it's already taken care of. It was enough. Make sense?
Absolutely. Thank you so much, Dr. Monika.
Awesome. Yeah. And I'll love to hear from you again. If you need help, we're always there, of course. But give yourself the time, drink a lot of water, and stay grounded and allow things to happen. How can we allow things to align and happen by not doubting and questioning? The more we doubt, the more we question, the more we say, ऐसे कैसे हो सकता है? The more we say, अभी I'm not ready to receive it. The more you see, हो गया, अब तो जन्नत है. It's already there in this moment. I feel it works like this.
Wonderful. Anybody else would like to share?
Yeah, me. One question I want to ask Dr. Monika.
Yeah.
Can I?
Go ahead.
Yeah, please show. Kiran, yeah, hi.
Yeah, hello. My Anushka.
Yeah.
Okay, Dr. Monika, I want to go back to the first part of your session when you started, when the women have fear while they're pregnant. Now, in today's world, or since so many years, when a pregnant woman, when she has the pressure on her, beta chahiye, the beta
Oh,
chahiye. Yeah, I just want to know whether when her fear is there, now she doesn't know what's going to happen, and the doctors will
right.
not tell. Yeah. So does that affect the baby? Now, does he sense the fear?
100%.
That's it.
More than
I wanted to
100%.
know this. Yeah,
100%.
because this it affects the baby, right?
You know, this is an amazing thing because जब बेटा चाहिए or when beti happens, this baby is always trying to become the beta of the house, and she's sacrificing so much of her womanhood and feminine characters. She
Yeah,
wants to become the son
because
because
I've
the
seen these
obviously,
girls have
yeah.
turned into lesbians. Then, yeah, they have
See,
become,
this is
and
just
one
part
of
of
them has
huh.
even done a sex change because she was wanted as a son, but she was born a girl, and
Yeah.
now that girl or a boy is about my son's age, 32, and she's had a sex change because she told that she used to tell, कि मुझे पहले से पता था I was unwanted, तो मुझे बेटा बनना था, and after
Um,
3 daughters
uh,
she was the beta.
So, all this psychological, all this emotional, mental traumas, conditions of the mother, family pressure, definitely it is going to affect the child. And more than that, we were talking about the 6 to 8 hours of golden period, remember? वो birth के बाद, when there's a third daughter, second daughter, fourth daughter coming in the family, and the way the family reacts, that impression is carried through the mostly it is carried by the girl. She's struggling for her identity. She has a sense, she has this force that she has to prove something to the world. She's always proving her point to the world. Even after marriage, she wants to prove herself. Why? Because she wants to justify her birth. Vis-a-vis, if this child was carried, wow, we have a girl and love, Kissy, I embrace you, I love you, my loving daughter. She's fine and neutral, and then she treads a real journey.
In
Sometimes,
fact, this thing, what you said just a moment about the 6 to 8 hours after the birth, coincidentally, or I don't know how it is, in Islam, because it is said that within 6 to 8 hours exactly after the child's birth, some elderly member of the family, like in my son's case, it was my papa, because I'm a Muslim, I married an Agarwal. So my papa came to the hospital, और हम बच्चों के कानों में what we say the azan, that is said within 6 to 8 hours, it is mandatory. And my
fantastic.
son
I
was
got this
born at 3
information
in the afternoon.
but
6, my papa came to see him, and he did the azan in his ears mein. That is when you recognize the person. And my son, I think he recognized it.
it's
Something nahi
amazing.
de. It's
So what
just a
we do now,
coincidence. It's true. Yeah.
yeah, this is a channel information. I've written it in the book. I told her I was just write. So for me, it's just a channel information. In my hospital, what we do as soon as the baby is born, and somehow when we are extracting the child, the manual is like this. We do this and we expel the baby like this. So we are never touching the crown area. And whenever the baby comes, I always ask the father or dad or someone to come and touch the child and take the child and love the child, so that the first impression that the baby receives is from father or grandfather, grandmom or boo or anyone from the family, and not any random people, my staff or someone. But this is also called the first touch DNA imprint. So whenever you're touching the center of your right portal, connecting with the crown of the newborn, this is called the touch DNA imprint. You are as in transmuting the energies. Now, if this is unconditional love, courage, and sensitivity and security, then what else can you give to your child? The child is done.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Yeah, my pleasure. Yeah. What thanks? All good.
That was so beautiful.
Monica, one more thing, please.
Yeah, yeah.
Rather, two more things. One is, if I want to get in touch with you, how do I get in touch with you?
Please tell your number, Monica, and we will call you back again with your
Yeah.
inspirational story within
Okay.
3 weeks so
So
that
you want my
people can
WhatsApp
talk.
number?
Yes, please.
Please.
Okay. 9760
Yes, please.
99
Yes, please.
9760 99 115.
9760991115. Thank you. One more thing. I just want to share this. As I was telling you about my son, normally when the baby comes out, the first cry is like a wah kind of thing. But my son's first cry was Nana. And after that, it was that wah thing.
All good, all good, all good, all
Just wanted
fine.
to share that. Yeah.
Awesome. They're so beautiful. All children are so amazing.
Thank you.
Beautiful. Anybody else would like to share
Or any questions,
or any questions?
not just the
Yeah,
spirit,
Dr.
but the
Mel.
book.
Hi, Dr. Monika.
I,
Shwetali here.
yeah.
Hi. It was beautiful. Yeah, it was beautiful
Is it
session.
my Shwetali, Mumbai?
Yes, yeah, Shwetali. Hi,
I'm
Dr.
sorry,
Monika.
I don't want you to say my Shwetali. Matlab, okay, the
I
Shwetali,
know.
you know what I'm saying. हाँ
I
श्वेता
know,
क्या
ma'am.
करती
Ma'am, I was in tears when you asked to go back to the abortion, miscarriage thing, and you know that there were 4 babies I lost, first triplet and
no
then single. And ma'am, they are on. I can sense that they are free. They have gone to light. They are not stuck. They are not stuck. And I somehow
good.
saw one feminine energy. I don't
Hmm.
know. I don't want to analyze, as you said. And I
Hmm.
know, ma'am, there is one baby is coming soon.
Yes,
I got a vision that I am holding a
yes,
newborn baby, and I
yes,
really was in
yes,
smile.
yes,
There is coming. Yeah,
yes.
surely. You know that I have been waiting for a baby for so long, and after losing, and now I know that there
No,
is one is coming.
Shwetali, all these were karmic ancestral losses. Don't worry about it. It's just a part of this cycle. Good that you are not hit your menopause and you are cleared everything and now you can have a child. Imagine someone hitting 50s and then ready for
I
the
know.
having a baby,
Yeah.
but the chumps are not there.
Yes.
It's such a timely thing that has happened for you. Be happy for that and be very open to receive.
Yes. Thank you, ma'am.
Amazing
Amazing
blessings. Yeah.
session.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you.
Wonderful. Anybody else? Please share, please ask questions. Guys, anybody else would like to ask questions or share how they felt?
I think we're done for the day.
Yes.
It looks
Wonderful. So we'll take a leave from here, and I'm going to
yeah.
take it off the Facebook first so that we can put on some music for you guys
Thank you very much,
and,
Annu.
and record. You're most welcome.